Welcome back to Kidscoast at Home. My name is Miss Jackie, and I'm so glad that you're joining us here today. We have such a fun day planned, but before we get to all the fun, we have to start up with our warm up. So I want you to stand up, find a space in your home, and let's get warmed up together, okay? Now, today we have a fun edition. We're gonna do a flower edition warm up, okay? So we're gonna start off by reaching up with our right arm and then reaching up with our left, okay? Let's do 10 of those. Here we go. Reach up for 1, reach up for 2, reach up with your right, reach up with your left. That's 4. Keep it going. Reaching all the way through. That's 6. Right and left. That's 8. 2 more. And reach. So good. Okay, now we're gonna bring our hands to prayer. We're gonna bring our feet together. We're gonna sit our booty back a little bit, okay? We're gonna jump up like a flower and sprout, okay? We're gonna do 10 of those. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? All right, let's go. Here we go. Jump up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Y'all did amazing. Okay, now we're gonna keep in the jumping spirit here, okay? So I want you to take a little step back, and we are going to hop forward and hop back, okay? When you hop forward and hop back, that's 1, okay? We're gonna do 5 of those. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? All right, let's do it. Hop forward, hop back, that's 1. And forward and back, that's 2. Forward and back, that's 3. Forward and back, that's 4. Forward and back, that's 5. Awesome job, friends. All right, we got some dancing to do. 10 seconds, freestyle dance. Are you ready? Are you ready, girls? Let's do it. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Y'all did amazing. Now it's time for games with our girl, Kaylee.
Hey everybody, it is time for a game, and we are playing Everything is Pickles. Do you like pickles? I'm a fan of pickles. Pickle juice, on the other hand, not so great. All right, let's take a look at how we're gonna play this game today. Each round, you'll be given a clue. Every answer must start with the letter P, and the second word must be pickle. As an example, pancake pickle. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think I want to try it. But the first to get the answer wins. Remember, if you don't add pickle to your answer, it doesn't count. So grab your parents, grab your siblings, play this together. We're gonna jump right into it. Let's take a look at our first one. This in a little baby's mouth makes them happy and content. Do any of you have younger siblings? Maybe they use like a pacifier pickle. That sounds gross, actually. All right, let's take a look. All right, good job. You crushed that. Let's move to our next one. The beautiful ocean bordering California. I am really bad at remember which ocean is where, but I'm pretty sure since it starts with the letter P, it must be the Pacific. So Pacific pickle. You guys got your answer? Let's take a look. All right, good job. Next one. When I'm playing pickleball, I can't hit the ball without I think you all know this one. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Paddle pickle. I might be wrong. Let's see. Oh, we got it. Perfect. Okay, we've got 2 left. Let's take a look. A bucket with a handle. Is it a pail? Pail pickle? Let's see. All right, 1 left. How many have you gotten? Good job, you are doing amazing. Last one. An elaborate place where a king or queen lives. I think that's gonna be a palace, so palace pickle. And the answer is palace pickle. All right, that was so great. Maybe go grab a pickle and watch this. Welcome back. It is time for another game, and we are going to test our Old Testament Bible knowledge. Okay, we are playing Bible Blitz. We're going to see a question. We just have to give the right answer. You guys ready to get started? Let's go. What was created on day 3 of creation? Is it 1, dry land and plants, 2, sun, moon, stars, or 3, fish and birds? Well, I know that fish and birds was later, right? So I think it's probably number 2. What do you guys think? Let's take a look. All right, awesome. Off to a great start. Let's see our next question. What was the name of the city the Israelites walked around to defeat it? Was it 1, Jericho, 2, Samaria, or 3, Nineveh? You guys know it? Shout out your answer. I'm gonna go with number 1, Jericho. Let's see. Awesome, good job. All right, next question. To whom did God give the 10 commandments on Mount Sinai? Was it 1, Aaron, 2, Abraham, or 3, Moses? You guys have an answer? All right, I'm going with number 3, Moses. Let's see. Awesome, good job. Next question. What was the name of the high priest who raised Samuel? So he was the one that raised him from a little boy to grown up. Is it 1, Eli, or 2, Aaron, or 3, Ezra? What do you guys think? All right, I think Eli is the correct answer. Let's see. Awesome, good job. All right, next one. How many chapters are there in the book of Psalms? Is it 124, 141, or 150? Ooh, whoa. I know it's more than 124, or at least I think it is, but is it 141 or 150? What do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna go with 150. Let's take a look. All right, good job. That's a lot of chapters. All right, last question. Which king of Israel had a father named Jesse? Is it 1, Saul, 2, David, or 3, Solomon? Well, David is actually Solomon's dad, so it can't be Solomon. I don't think it's Saul, so I'm gonna go with David. What do you guys think? Let's see. Awesome. All right, you guys did so great. Now watch this.
From Kidscoast Studios in Charleston, it's Temple Talk with your host, Sandy Stone. With special guest appearances by King David and King Solomon. Here's Sandy.
Good morning. Welcome to Temple Talk, your go-to source for ancient construction news. My name is Sandy Stone, your host, and today we're diving into one of the biggest building projects in Bible history, Solomon's Temple. I'm here with his dad, King David, the man with the original vision for the temple. Let's give it up.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Sandy. Hello, everyone.
We are so excited you're here. Let's just dive right in. Okay, King David, tell us, why did you want to build the temple?
Well, Sandy, I was living in a palace made of cedar wood, and I realized God's Ark of the Covenant was still in a tent. That just didn't sit right with me. I wanted to build a house for the Lord.
So for our viewers who may not be familiar with the Ark of the Covenant, can you describe what that is exactly?
Oh, sure. In fact, I have a travel-sized ark with me right here. I can just show your audience.
How convenient.
Oh, you want to know what the Ark of the Covenant looks like?
Yeah, I mean, tell us, yes.
Buckle up. This thing is majestic. This is a tiny replica of the Ark of the Covenant. The real one is about 3 feet 9 inches long, 2 feet 3 inches wide, and 2 feet 3 inches high. Not huge, but packed with power and meaning.
Wow, so what is it made out of? Is it wood?
Yes, it's made of acacia wood, strong and sturdy. But then, get this, it's completely overlaid with pure gold. Inside and out, I mean, it shines. You could see it glimmering from across the camp. if the sun hit it just right.
Wow, so on the top right here, am I seeing two angels?
On top, there's the mercy seat. A solid gold lid with two angelic figures sculpted right into it. Their wings stretch out toward each other like they're guarding something sacred. And they are. That's where God's presence would dwell. Right there between those wings.
That is one fancy gold box.
It's not just a fancy golden box. It's the most sacred thing in all of Israel. It holds the stone tablets with the 10 Commandments, the staff of Aaron, and a jar of manna from the wilderness. But more than that, it's where God's presence dwells among his people.
Wow, that is one impressive artifact.
The first time I saw it up close, I thought my heart was going to burst.
I bet. Okay, so let's just clarify something. Today, you are here to talk about the temple. So can you tell us how this relates to the Ark of the Covenant?
Great question, Sandy. You see, back then, the ark stayed in a tent. We called it a tabernacle. And I thought, wait a minute, I live in a beautiful palace made of cedar wood, and God's ark is in a tent? That just wasn't right. I wanted to build a house for the Lord, a temple worthy of his glory.
That sounds very noble. But you weren't the one to actually build the temple, right, King David?
Nope, you're exactly right. God had other plans. And through the prophet Nathan, he told me that my son Solomon would be the one to actually build the temple. So we started gathering all that we could: gold, silver, bronze, cedar wood, stone, whatever it took.
Wow, so tell us why you would go through all that work just to put a fancy box somewhere.
Because the ark, it isn't just a box. It's a reminder that God is with us. And I wanted future generations to have a place where they could come and know that truth for themselves.
Wow, that is very inspirational, David. Up next, we will hear from Solomon himself and some of his builders. Stay tuned for a quick commercial break. Thanks, King David.
Is your camel dusty, cranky, and smelling like, well, a dirty camel? Try Camel Clean, made with olive oil, shampoo, and conditioner. Camel Clean, because even your ride deserves temple-level glow.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Sandy Stone, and this is Temple Talk, your go-to source for ancient construction news. Today we're talking about the biggest building project in Bible history. That's right, we're talking about Solomon's Temple. Earlier, we met with King David. He described why this temple needed to be built in the first place. It was all about wanting to build a place for future generations to encounter God. But as we learned, King David had the plans, but he wasn't the man to do the job. And joining me now is that man himself, King Solomon. Let's welcome King Solomon. Hello, sir. Welcome to Temple Talk.
Shalom, Sandy. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here. And yes, we are building something magnificent for the Lord.
Okay, well, tell us, King Solomon, how did it all begin?
Well, as you know, my father, King David, had it on his heart to build a house for the Lord, a permanent place for the Ark of the Covenant. But God said, David, you've had too many battles. Your son's going to do it. And so here I am.
Okay, so why don't you tell us what this temple's going to look like?
It's going to be glorious. The temple is going to be 90 feet long, 30 feet wide, and 45 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So, so for our viewers watching, imagine a giant building as long as a basketball court, as wide as your school hallway, and as tall as stacking 4 school buses on top of each other, okay? That's how big Solomon's temple is. Okay.
What's the school bus?
Sorry, never mind. Okay, so moving on. What materials did you use to build the temple?
I'm glad you asked, Sandy. We are using the finest cedar wood from Lebanon, stone cut from right here in Israel, and gold. Lots and lots of gold. The walls will be covered in it. Even the inner sanctuary, the most holy place, will be pure gold.
That's a lot of sparkle.
Only the best for our Lord. Oh, we're going to have beautiful carvings as well. palm trees, flowers, angels. It's going to be amazing.
Wow. Okay, so your father, King David, was telling us about the Ark of the Covenant. So where's that going to go?
That's the best part. The ark will be put in the most holy place, the inner heart of the temple. We'll carry it in there with a great celebration once the temple is complete.
Wow. I mean, it just sounds like a massive team effort. Who do you have on your team?
Well, we have thousands of workers. We got stone cutters, carpenters, metal workers, and singers too. Everyone has a role. See, my father prepared all the materials, and now we are bringing his vision to life.
So tell us, King Solomon, what does this mean for future generations?
My hope is that it's a place where people can come and worship and pray and encounter God. A place that reminds us of his faithfulness. Just like my father, King David, dreamed, we are building not this place just for today, but for tomorrow too.
Beautifully said. Okay, well, there you have it. Solomon's temple is more than a building. It's a legacy of faith. Stay tuned for more updates from Temple Talk, your go-to source for ancient construction news. See you next time.
Tired of rough, cracked hands from hauling wood and carving stone? Try Holy Hands, the only lotion made with camel spit and olive oil. Soothing, slick, and sandal approved. Holy Hands, for builders of temples and dreams.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Sandy Stone, and this is Temple Talk, your go-to source for ancient construction news. Today we've been talking about the construction of Solomon's temple. Earlier we met with King David, who had the plans to build the temple, and his son Solomon, who was tasked with the job to make it happen. Now let's check in with our on-scene reporter, Nora, reporting straight from the lumber yard of the temple. Nora?
Thank you, Sandy. We are here live at the temple construction site where the work is hard, the tools are heavy, and the builders are, well, let's just meet them. Hello, sir. Can you please tell the viewers your name?
Hey, my name's Sammy. You can call me Sam or Sammy. It don't matter to me.
Okay, thank you, Sammy. I see you have a rock there. What exactly is your responsibility here at the temple?
Yeah, it is my favorite rock. So what I do is I carve the rocks right out on the mountainside. I make them so smooth as butter, it's like you could slip and slide all over them. In fact, I told King Solomon, I told him this. He said, we should go ahead and put them down on the ground. And I'll be like, yeah, we'll lead them right up to the temple, make it like a slip and slide. People be sliding all over the place. Maybe we invent special shoes or something like that. It'd be so much fun. I think so.
Wow, a slip and slide does sound like fun. All right, well, thank you so much. I'm gonna see if I can go find another worker to interview. Okay, well, we have another worker here. Hello, sir, what is your name?
My name is Sid, and that old donkey of mine is named Seymour. I carried cedar wood all the way from Lebanon. My donkey's still mad at me, though. Won't even look me in the eye. I said, buddy, we're building for the Lord. Seymour said, I'd rather be retired in Bethlehem.
Well, thank you so much, Sid, for your time, and to you, Seymour, as well. All right, I think we've got time for one more interview. All right, I am here with one last interview. Sir, can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, my name's Carl, and I'm part of the cleanup crew, and I sweep up holy dust. But I think I'm kind of allergic to dust, or maybe it's donkeys. One time, though, I sneezed, and I blessed a whole pile of bricks. And King Solomon said, he said, leave it. Those bricks are now extra anointed. He's a really nice
Well, bless you.
Oh, thank you. And may God bless you too.
All right, well, it sounds like a joyful and slightly dusty crew. Whether they're carving, hauling, or sneezing, they're all building something that will last for generations. Back to you, Sandy.
Well, folks, what a journey it's been. From King David's dream to Solomon's leadership and the hard work of every stone cutter, cedar hauler, and cleanup crew in between, this temple is more than just a building. It's a place where people will come to worship, to pray, and to meet with God. Everyone had a part to play, from kings to craftsmen, and together they built something that would last for generations. Join us next time on Temple Talk as we take a look at other incredible building projects in Bible history like Noah's Ark, Nehemiah's Wall, and maybe even a tower that didn't go quite as planned. Until then, I'm Sandy Stone reminding you, when we build with God, we build something that lasts forever. Shalom and see you next time.
Oh man, I can't believe we're doing this!
Amazing. Am I doing this right?
Well, I think so. I mean, they'll probably tell us if we're doing it wrong.
Oh.
What did he say?
I think he said to make sure that your safety belts are securely fastened. What?
Yeah, wait, I don't know what you said. Am I buckled?
That's what we're trying to figure out. I don't know.
Oh, I think he said you need to sit down.
Okay, are we sure that we're completely and secure?
He's still there. He's doing all right. Yeah. Oh, hello everyone, I'm John.
I'm Brandon, and welcome to the So-and-So Show. John, I love a good roller coaster.
Oh, as do I.
Wooden,
steel,
inverted,
standing,
suspended.
the stomach-turning amazingness of a double flip followed by an immediate barrel roll.
The whiplash-inducing euphoria of a classic wooden coaster.
Ooh, do I love them. The ups and downs and the everywheres in between.
You know, but those roller coasters, they don't just happen on their own.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, I think I might have to disagree. Because there was this one time I took an old shopping cart to the top of the slide at my neighborhood playground and went down, and that, my friend, is very much a roller coaster that just happened on its own.
That does not sound like a wise choice.
Oh no, it was a terrible idea, and I had my full body cast to prove it. Okay.
Well, what about the coasters we feel safe on?
Oh yeah, that must take a lot of work. I'd love to know how those are made.
It's your lucky day. Please welcome someone who knows stuff.
Oh.
Whoa, it's kind of like being in the seat of a roller coaster, huh?
Here we go.
That was, okay, maybe it'll pass. Yep, okay, I think,
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, I'm good at,
Oh, did you?
Sorry about that. Just a little motion sickness from the chair.
Oh, I am so sorry. If I would have known.
It's no worries.
Where were we?
Yeah, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Riley Steele, and I'm a roller coaster designer.
Really?
Yes.
Please say more.
Well, I've always loved the feeling of freedom and excitement. Plus, the physics are super cool. We're talking potential and kinetic energy, centripetal force. It's like a giant, thrilling science experiment.
Oh, it sounds intense.
So you're the mastermind behind some of the most thrilling rides out there, so you must ride them a lot.
Oh no, I can't ride them.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I have a very sensitive inner ear, as you guys saw earlier. Even looking at a merry-go-round just makes me a little woozy. There are consequences for every choice we make. If I chose to ride a coaster, I would not feel well. So I chose to design them instead.
Don't you feel like you're missing out on the thrill of it all?
Oh, I am thrilled by the mechanics of it all. Even as a little kid, I'd build models, study blueprints, watch simulations. I love the challenge of creating the perfect blend of thrill and safety. It's like solving a giant puzzle, but the pieces are speed, angles, and lots of G-force. It's also a thrill for me to hear other people talk about how much fun they've had on a coaster I designed.
That's pretty selfless.
Thanks.
Oh.
I'm sorry, are these chairs supposed to swivel this
They were
much?
getting a little tight, so we gave them a little grease earlier today.
yeah,
You
watch
know,
this.
aren't they great? Watch this. Oh boy.
Blech.
Oh.
Blech. Oh. better. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming on the show. And thanks for choosing to design roller coasters, even when you can't ride them. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Our choices matter, right?
Oh, totally.
And if I could choose something right now, it would be to find a pack of saltines and some ginger ale.
Oh, these?
Oh, thanks.
But of course.
Hey, it's Bible story time with Kellen. Hey, Kellen.
How's it going, fellas?
Not bad. We're just enjoying the ups and downs of the show. Like a roller coaster. Like life.
Like our story today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, then take it away.
This is a big one. And by big, I mean hundreds of years and 2 books of the Bible, 1st and 2nd Kings. Now, the Israelites had a lot of ups and downs. They were God's chosen people, but they were enslaved by the Pharaoh in Egypt. Then they were rescued by a man named Moses. Then they wandered in the desert for years and years. Then they made it to the promised land that God had promised them. After that, they had kings, some who would follow God and some who wouldn't.
We'll learn about some of those kings today when we go behind the Bible. We've all heard about King David and King Solomon, brave and wise kings who followed after God most of the time. But have you heard about Solomon's son, King Rehoboam? When offered the chance to make a wise or unwise choice, well,
when I was king, first thing these people were coming up to me and saying, Rehoboam, your father, he made us work way too hard. Make our lives easier and we'll serve you. So I talked to my father's wise advisors, and they tell me that if I make people's lives easier, they'll always serve me. And I'm thinking, okay, old dudes. But just in case, I better check with my dudes. They know what's up. I mean, they're like, nah, man, make their lives harder. Show them who's boss. So I went with my dude's advice and yeah.
Needless to say, Rehoboam made an unwise choice.
And there were huge consequences. The kingdom of Israel was split into 2. Now, a man named Jeroboam became the king of the northern part of the kingdom. Rehoboam stayed the king of the southern part, which was called Judah. The kings of the northern kingdom were a disaster from the very beginning. They all made unwise choices that led the people further and further from God.
King after king in the northern kingdom unwisely refused to follow God. They led the people to worship false gods and do terrible things. But perhaps one of the worst was Ahab.
So I wanted this vineyard, and it's a nice vineyard right beside my palace. But the guy who owned it, Naboth, he wouldn't sell it. So my wife Jezebel came up with this plan that involved, it's a secret. We accused Naboth of something he didn't do and then had him killed. Whoopsie! That was the plan and it worked. Now I have my vineyard.
Not a wise choice. Things would not end well for King Ahab.
Eventually, the northern kingdom was defeated by its neighbors, and the people were forced into exile. The unwise choices for all those kings had their consequences. Now, in Judah, things were a little bit different. There were some kings who tried to do the wise thing. The 3rd king of Judah, King Asa, took down some of the false idols and put his trust in God. And then, let's go back.
Behind the Bible. Not bad, Kellen. Not bad.
Thank you.
Many generations after Asa, there was King Joash. Joash was a wise king when a project that had been neglected for quite some time came to Joash's attention. He made the choice to fix it.
God's temple was a mess, a disaster. So he collected the money to pay the workers and repair the temple. And now, look at it. It's beautiful.
Joash made the wise choice to honor God. It was a time of hope for Judah, and there were others.
Hezekiah was another king of Judah. He was known for not relying on his own understanding, but for seeking wisdom from God when making decisions that would affect the people. And finally, there was
Josiah became king of Judah when he was only 8 years old. As he grew, he consistently made wise choices that returned the kingdom of Judah back to God.
So Shaphan told me the high priest had found a book. And I was like, hey, I like books. But he was like, no, not just any book. He's found the book of the law, the Jewish scriptures. And he started reading it to me, and it broke my heart. We had really fallen away from what it says. I mean, we literally lost the book. So I got all the priests and the elders together, and I said, read it out loud right now. And they did. And oh boy, what a change. The best thing you can do when you find out you've been going in the wrong direction is to make the choice to turn back as soon as you can. So that's what we did.
Josiah led the people in a Passover feast to remember how God had rescued the people in Egypt generations before. But the kings that followed him made unwise choices, and the kingdom of Judah was conquered. 400 years, 2 kingdoms, many kings. Some made wise choices, some not so wise, and their choices mattered. This has been another amazing trip behind the Bible.
Thanks. That was quite a feat. An incredible story that reminds us of how important our choices are. The choices you make will impact your life, but they can also impact others. So let's choose to be like the wise kings who look to God for wisdom.
Wow. Hey, thanks, Kellen.
No doubt.
You know, 1st and 2nd Kings really is a roller coaster.
It really is. It's good to remember how the choices the kings made, both wise and unwise, affected the kingdom and all its people for years and years to come.
Yeah, and I know we're not kings, but our choices are important too.
Absolutely. We can learn from the stories that we read in the Bible. God even sent Jesus to show us how to love God and others with the choices we make. Remember, our choices matter.
Thanks, Kellen. Hey, we'll see you next time.
Later.
Our choices matter.
Yes, absolutely. And your choices matter too.
Why, you may ask?
I may.
You may.
All right, reveal the question. Oh, why do your choices matter?
Because they affect you.
And others.
Yeah, the difference between a wise choice and an unwise choice can sometimes be a really big deal.
Yeah, but as we've said before, on this roller coaster of life, we're gonna have a lot of choices.
And if you're putting your trust in Jesus, the Holy Spirit will lead you to make the wise choice.
Well said. You know what? I think that's a great place to end.
A wise place to end.
Nice, nice. Hey, you wanna go on a roller coaster?
A real one or the roller coaster of life?
Why not both?
Deal.
That's it for today. Hey, we'll see you next time on The So-and-So Show.
Goodbye, everybody.
See ya. All right.
All right, friends, that's all we have for this week. Be sure to join me here next week for another fun time at Kidscoast at Home. I'll see you next week. Bye.
To find ways to get involved at Seacoast Church, text SERVE to 320 320. There are many opportunities for families to find ways to make a difference.